Assalamu alaikum. Welcome my YouTube family to your own channel Gold Knowledge Hub. Today we are going to discuss a very crucial and very important, or rather distinctive and of tremendous importance topic, and the topic is atomic habits in achieving or in learning English language fluently. Atomic Habits is a book written by James Clear, and he has so impressively teach us how to develop atomic habits and how atomic habits have tremendous effect on achieving our goal or success. And we will relate this topic to our English language learning or learning any language of the world. First of all, we have to recognize between habits and what are atomic habits. Habits are our daily actions which we follow. But if we don't give them up, and if we don't have pause, and if we don't stop those habits, they become atomic habits. For example, if we are reading a book 5 minutes a day regularly, without any pause, without any delay, without stop, this habit of just reading of 5 minutes become our atomic habit. And if it becomes our atomic habits, like atomic habit, it will have our effect on English language learning fastly and fluently. And you will observe in no time that your vocabulary, your sentence structure, your expression, your formation of sentences, all is changed, and your brain will automatically formulate sentences, and your mouth will automatically break and make sentences, and you will be fluent in no way, in no time. This is the effect of atomic habits. And James Clear very impressively relates an example of an aeroplane. When it begins its flight from the ground, it is on the ground, but it doesn't stop, and ultimately it reaches the sky. Likewise, if we develop the habit of reading, we are on the ground, we are learning slowly the words, the expressions, the techniques, the rules, the grammar, each and everything we are learning. But if we don't stop, we take a jump and we take our flight to English language learning fluently. There are very important steps which James Clear has mentioned in his book Atomic Habits, and we will relate those topics and those steps in our English language learning fluently. The first topic which he discusses in Atomic Habits book is that overcome your lack of motivation and willpower. First of all, you should not be demotivated. If you are motivated and if you have willpower, you can do and you can easily speak English fluently, because speaking English fluently is not a difficult thing. You just need to be motivated while learning vocabulary, while learning expressions, words, ideas, grammatical rules, each and everything. You should be motivated. If you are motivated, you will definitely achieve your goal of learning language easily. So stay motivated and have willpower. The second thing is that believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, because believing in yourself is the greatest atomic habit you can acquire to achieve and to speak language fluently. Believe in yourself, yet that you can do this, you can speak English fluently. Make yourself believe by uttering this word that I can do. When you make yourself believe that you can achieve and you can learn English language fluently and you can talk to anyone fluently, you can definitely do this. This is the second atomic habit which James Clear has mentioned in his Atomic Habit book. The third one is that design your environment. Design your environment to make success easier. Design your environment, because if you are in the process of learning English language, make the environment that is easier for you to speak English fluently. What is the environment needed for speaking English fluently? This is the question of my students. The answer is that you are a learner of English language. You want to speak English language fluently. You just need to make an environment by labeling different objects in English, by converting your mobile app into English, by speaking, by reading 5 minutes regularly without any stop. You have to listen to podcast. You have to make the environment that makes your process easier. And this James Clear has mentioned in another perspective, but we are relating these points to our English language learning process easier. And the next thing is that make tiny changes. Make tiny changes in your routine, because you have to develop this habit of reading, writing, whatever minutes. If you are allocating 5 minutes to reading a book, if you are allocating only 5 minutes to learning a new language, English, don't break up, don't give up, don't stop your habit. Because if you don't stop your habit, it becomes your atomic habit, and when it becomes your atomic habit, like an atomic energy, it will have tremendous effect, fruitful effect in the form of English language learning fluently. Get back to your track. Next point is get back to your track if you get off the course. For example, in the first place, you are very motivated. You read the book, you read the book, and you practice writing. You want to speak and you practice speaking in front of the mirror, but after a few days your motivation dies down. No, it should not happen. You should have to make yourself believe to get back to your track of reading, get back of your track to write again, to practice to speak again, because you don't have to give up. Whenever you see that you are giving up, make yourself believe, I don't have to give up. I should have to come back to my track in order to speak English fluently. And the most important thing is that how to put these ideas in practical form, because whatever reading you have read a lot, you have written a lot, you have listened podcasts, newscasts, cartoons, you have watched movies, you have done everything. But the real thing is when you speak in real sense. If you have read a lot, written a lot, listened postcards, newscasts, watched movies, you have done each and everything. If you don't speak from your mouth, all these things are in vain. So these are some practical steps. Be motivated, have willpower, make the environment that is easier, that makes your process easier. If you get off the track, come to the track of learning again and make tiny changes. All these habits, if you adopt and if you don't stop, these becomes your atomic habits. And like atomic habits, they have tremendous and huge effect on your learning language easily. And I believe that if you adopt these atomic habits, you will be in no time an English speaker, and you will not hesitate whether you are confronting an audience. If you are talking to a native speaker, you will not hesitate, you will not waver, because accent doesn't matter. What matters, we are speaking. If we have an Indian accent, if we have a Pakistani accent, if we have Asian accent, it doesn't matter. What matters, we are speaking, we are practicing, despite the fact that it is a foreign language, and we are speaking, it is the fact. Hope you have understood this concept of atomic habits and its relationship with learning English language fluently. And if you are motivated and if you adopt these atomic habits, definitely a change will occur in your personality and you will be a better learner of any language of the world, whether it is English, whether it is German, whether it is Dutch, or any language of the world. You have to be motivated, you have willpower, you have to create an environment easier for your goal. If you get back on the track, get back to your track. If you are off the track, get back to your track. And the most important thing, practice in real life so that you can be a public speaker, you can speak English fluently. These are some points. Hope you have understood. If you like the video, kindly share and subscribe it. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.